listening to the IELTS podcast. Learn from tutors and ex-examiners who are masters of IELTS preparation. Your host, Ben Worthington.
Hello there, IELTS students. In this episode, we're going to be speaking with Talal from the United Arab Emirates. How are you doing, Talal?
I'm great, Mr. Ben. Pretty fine over here. How are you?
All good, all good. It's sunny and we can go outside now. Lockdown is finished where I am at the moment. So yeah, we turned that corner and it's good. It's good. And we were just speaking about it. You're not in lockdown, are you, at the moment?
No, we're not in lockdown. It's open. Everything's open till 10 p.m. You can do almost anything. Even go to the beach.
Wow, all right. So the test centers are open as well?
Yeah, they are all open. They are giving free tests for everyone who has symptoms.
Oh, sorry. I meant the IELTS test centers.
I'm sorry about
that. No worries.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, the IELTS tests are also open. They're functioning.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, Talal, can you tell us why you are taking the test?
Well, actually, a pretty long time back, I had a plan of moving to Canada. So, I was just searching out like what might be the ways to move over there. So one basic point was to do the IELTS. So that was my main purpose of passing the IELTS. And previously, I didn't think IELTS was it would be that difficult, but later I found out I need some help.
Yes, this happens a lot. And even, as you may have heard me say in other episodes, that even native English speakers need assistance in passing the exams. So
really, I that was really astounding when I heard about that. Even the ones who know English, which is they have it as mother tongue, and they have these problems.
Absolutely. And even I'm working with a South African at the moment, and I'm teaching her how to write more clearly because it's just a skill that she's never acquired at university or at college or at school. I'm not teaching her how to write academically, but I'm definitely teaching her how to write clearer and just reorganizing the sentences for clarity and avoiding redundancy, which it's close to academic writing, but it's there's a few differences there. But also, it's not only like writing in a clearer fashion or writing academically, but it's also, writing a 4-paragraph academic essay in 40 minutes. There's that aspect.
That was difficult to get on with.
Yeah. What challenges did you encounter, Talal, when you started with the test?
Well, at first, if I just say like how I started it, basically like just everyone does. I just went on YouTube, checked videos on, and I just started just giving mock tests. So I realized that even though I know English a bit, but I'm just getting barely 5.5. Doing my best as 5.5. So, and the major problems I was landing on was on listening because I wasn't able to grab anything. Everything just flying off the head. So that was basically the most problematic for me, and especially writing, because writing is something that you're not in control of. Reading and listening because you have points. If you have a good answer, you have the right answer, it is the right answer. But writing, you have to make it a good writing.
Exactly.
So these two things, especially listening and writing, they were the main challenges for me.
Wow. And you said you got 5.5. Was that overall, or was that for a specific section?
If you exclude writing, because that is something that we don't get tested online, so it was like reading, listening, and these were the only 2 sections for that. So in these 2 sections, I was getting 5.5. So I was like, no, nothing's right here.
Gotcha. In your mock tests online, around 5.5.
Yeah. Exactly.
Interesting.
I was shattered over there. Like, no, I'm not able to do it.
Yeah, I could imagine. It's demoralizing, isn't it, when you think you're at
Exactly.
a certain level and after lockdown, I went for a run, and after 5 minutes, I was absolutely exhausted. And it's very demoralizing. I was like, wow, I'm running like an 80-year-old. But yeah, so I totally feel you there, Talal. So how did you go about improving your scores specifically for reading and listening?
Well, the first thing that I did was I needed something, like I needed help somehow. So first I targeted listening. That was something that I could, I just needed practice and listening. So I just thought, why not just listen to podcasts? That would be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started searching for podcasts in Google Play Store. So I found out that, hey, we have some IELTS podcasts. I mean, okay, it's related to IELTS. Why don't just listen to it?
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I landed to IELTS podcast, I realized that they also even have a site where they train people. So I thought, okay, let's go to the website, and I just went through courses, and then that was it. I bought the course right there. And
Beautiful.
after that, I just listened to all your videos, your techniques of how to come up with this, and it was
Mm-hmm.
totally amazing. I mean, you have really helped me to come where I am today.
Super. I'm glad that we got you there.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you were listening to a lot of podcasts, and that was helping you improve your listening skills. And did you continue doing practice tests as well?
Oh yes, that was till the end. There's a website named IELTSexam.net, and they
Mm-hmm.
have lots and lots of papers over there. So I just kept practicing and practicing on that site. So
Wow.
yeah, so they have reading sections, speaking and writing, everything. So I just went on and on.
Wow, interesting. Did you structure your time? Like, did you make a planner or anything like
Well,
that?
to be honest, like I had no particular plan. All I had is as soon as I come to work, from work, I'm sorry. As soon as I come from work, I just sit down maybe an hour or two, and we'll do some reading or maybe some listening. It depends. Like if I don't want to read anymore, I just want to listen. Okay, I'll just listen. And maybe
Mm,
someday I'll write, and someday I'll just speak to myself as a speaking practice. So
mm.
this was the things I was doing to just polish up myself.
Interesting. And how long were you doing this for? Was this for a month, 2 weeks, or?
Well, I think I took a course on February, I guess. Yeah, I took a course in February,
Mm.
and my test was on March. But since lockdown happened, it was extended from March to April, April to May, and May to June finally. And even then, I wasn't ready. Like, okay, they'll just go further on. But they said, okay, we are doing the test. I was like, wow, that's great.
Oh,
So it was
wow.
just 1 week before the test. I was like, okay, I'm all in. So I just gone through all your videos again, all day, all night, and that was it.
Wow. But you were sending us essays in as well, weren't you?
No, seriously, Mr. Ben, I didn't do that part because I really didn't know how to, just write it on and send it to you. I was confused, like, what should I do right now? Because the problem is, I think there was in the video you gave 16 examples to
Mm.
write on,
Yeah.
and it took me, I mean, I should tell you, like 3 4 days just to finish that. I was like, okay, something is not right over here, and that
Oh,
that is something I did right at the end. I was like,
right.
okay, that was just 2 days before my test. And I got like, okay, if I just send now, and if I get something wrong, I'm demoralized. I'm not doing that. So, so I just went just like that.
Wow, so you didn't even. Okay, wow. I'm very curious to hear your grade. Don't tell us yet. Um,
Yeah.
we'll wait till nearer the end. But I'm interested
Um,
because I'm surprised you didn't get feedback. But it was because you were stuck on that first exercise.
yes, I mean, part where I did.
Sorry, Talal, could you repeat that? You're stuck on the first exercise. You cut out.
Yeah, hello. Am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I was saying that I was just on a first exercise. Just wanted to go through all the videos, but I just realized that okay, I should practice by myself. Like okay, we have to do this step by step. So let me practice it first, and that just drifted away. I mean, just practicing and giving an example. That part just drifted away. So that thing I got right at the end.
Wow.
So it made a
Okay.
problem.
All right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So, but you worked through the whole course. I mean, you didn't write the essays, but you were looking at the acronym, the C2 template,
Yes,
all of
everything.
these parts. Wow.
Yes, everything.
And even though you didn't write essays and send them to us, did you manage to use the C2 template in your essay answers in the
Well, of
test?
course, that was necessary. I mean, because that was something you told that if you use this is the only way that you can get marks on. Because the person actually, I mean, the one who checks the paper looks for these things. So that was absolutely necessary. I use those things as per like however I learned. So yeah, I just got a good response in that case.
Wow, that's really good. It's really good because normally we encourage students to use the C2 template, but also just to write a few essays, testing their ability to use it, and then we give them feedback and see if they're using it correctly. But it seems like. But just a quick question: did you write some essays using the C2 template before the exam?
Yes, yes. I had to like in the whole week, the last week, like I was just practicing on a writing set. So I took it every day. I took the C2 template every day. I just practiced it, taking different topics. So that is how I just I made a self-confidence level that okay, I can do it. I'm not giving this to Mr. Bend in order to identify how like what wrong did I do, but I have my confidence that maybe I can just get there.
Wow, that's fantastic. Wow. Yeah, just to emphasize for the listeners that the C2 template will help you. And
Yes, it is absolutely necessary. You have to go through it and it will definitely help you. It's like, a pillar to give you the point.
Exactly. And I'm assuming that your writing ability was quite high before. Is that right?
Well, yes, I normally like to write things, I mean, on myself. So maybe that really helped me to, just get along with it. And by using a C2 template, I just made a bit better. But if I perfectly know, if I would have given you and you would have corrected me, I would have definitely got a better mark.
Okay. This is what my intuition was saying, but I mean, still, you did it incredibly well. I'm assuming, as we said, we'll talk about the scores in a bit. But before this, with the writing, what problems were you specifically encountering?
Basically was the structure, like how to structure your whole story. Like you cannot just just throw lines here and there and just say, okay, I'm done. So you really need to structure these things. Like for example, you have introduction, you have your I mean the problem that you're talking about, and then the conclusion. So they have all steps by steps. If you're in the 250 word, you have to write, as you said, like you have to write a problem, then example, then another thing, then another example. So these are structures, the main structures. So in order to know how to write this is the main tactic. If you know how to do this, you're halfway through.
Yeah, totally. Okay, good points there. Good points. And so you said that your plan is to go to Canada. What scores do you need for getting to Canada?
As they say on the website, they were saying that they required, what do you say, an IELTS level of 6 overall. But what they say as a good pointer is you get a 8777, which is coming around 7.5 overall. And for me, that's the golden point. If you just reach that, it's like, where go? And for me, I got overall 7. So just a bit back. So yeah, I'm still in hope that okay, maybe we might go, we might just get it, maybe. Yeah.
Wow.
We're just near the golden point. Yeah.
Awesome. So what grade did you get for each section?
Well, for reading and listening, I got 7.5.
Good scores.
Speaking, I got 7, and in writing, I got 6.5.
Right. Okay. The speaking, well done. I would have thought you'd have gotten higher.
Well, actually, I stumbled in
Oh
speaking.
no.
But yeah. Well, actually, what the problem was, the 1 minute, there's a problem with, I mean, there's a question of 1 minute you have to say, right? 1 to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yes.
give you a topic and you have to speak about for 2 minutes.
Mm.
Well, I did speak about it, but it was not really nearly 2 minutes. I was like 1 minute, 30 seconds something. And the tutor just wanted to push me more, like, you can speak more, come on, speak more. And I was like, no, okay, dude, I'm done. Like, I cannot speak anymore. I'm out of topic here. I stumbled over there.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame because you're quite talkative. You know, I can hear. Yeah, but naturally, I guess you are more talkative. But I guess in exam conditions, it's a different environment.
Yes, I
isn't
mean,
it?
you're stressed out. If a friend says to me, he'll of course say that, hey, you can stop talking now. But if it's exam in front of me, then yeah, they have the stress level over there. But as per my topic, I was completed just 30 seconds before, so it was difficult at that time.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Yeah.
And how did you find the part 3 questions?
The part 3 questions were just anything, just about anything. They were like questions upon clothes. There were questions upon what do you think you're gonna stay in your company for longer or not. I mean, they're just random questions about anything. So yeah, that was pretty tricky. Like you had to be ready for anything that's coming upon you.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. Okay. And the writing. Well, what scores did you get? How many times have you taken the IELTS, Talal?
The IELTS, what, sorry?
How many times have you taken the exam? The IELTS exam?
This is the first time.
Right. Okay. Are you planning to take it again?
Well, if I'm not able to succeed in the the CRS score for Canada, then yes, I'm gonna go for it again.
Right. Okay. Because it's a shame. I'm pretty certain we could easily get you to a 7 if you do the work through the course. But it's like you said, you were a bit pushed for time, and you needed to. Yeah, and those 16 questions at the beginning. What specific problem did you have with answering those 16 questions? Was it just thinking of ideas or something else?
The 16 questions was absolutely not a problem at all. I mean, they were just random. You just have to be ready for anything. Just give you a point out. They'll cross-question you again. Like, for example, you gave a reason, they'll ask you why. Maybe you might have said a reason that was negative. They'll be ask you what are the disadvantages if you do it positive. So there are things like that. So you just have to be ready for anything.
Okay.
So,
interesting.
My topic was basically on clothes, like everything related to clothes. So yeah.
All right. And just going back to the online course, you said that you didn't want to do those 16 P1s, P2s, those ideas, yeah? For the writing.
No, I did it. I actually did it. What did want to do was send it out because I was just at the last, 2 days before test. And I was like, if anything goes something wrong, and if I like hey, you did this wrong, you had to do this correct, I was like demoralized. I didn't do that. I
just didn't want to
16.
Risk it.
Yeah, I don't want to risk it. I just did the 16 as per my will. I just did you have to write 3 points on per argument for 3 points in your example. I just did that for all 16 questions, and that was it.
Okay, gotcha. Now I understand. Sorry, I misunderstood. Wow. Okay. So now then, what would you say to somebody who is thinking about joining the online course?
Well, I would just say, first off, go through everything, and first of all, really, if in the writing section you can easily score it, you just have to get yourself corrected by Mr. Ben and other people who are there who might be correcting. You have to do that. Go through each and everything. Each and every tip will get you a mark plus. That is for sure. So that's my what will I say to students? Like, just go through everything. It will really help you a lot.
Good advice there. And just one other thing I'd like to mention is, and I've said this before a million times on the podcast, that doing practice exams is definitely beneficial. You get used to.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you're just going for theory on the IELTS, maybe on the course side, but you have to do it practically. Unless you don't do it, you won't get it.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Like, you cannot learn to ride a bike by reading a book, and the tests are exactly the same. You got to actually do it, jump in there, do those practice tests.
I still know those days, like when we were doing the writing part. Yeah, I just saw the video of yours, and I was like, okay, we have I have to complete 250 words in 40 minutes. Okay, let's do it. It took me 1.5 hours to just write 250 words. Like I was just
Uh-huh.
out of ideas. Like I don't know what to put, how to write. It just
Yeah.
practice and practice and practice. It came below 40 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. And it starts becoming automatic, doesn't it? It starts to become like a process that you, all of a sudden, you're halfway through, you've planned your essay, you know what you're going to do. And that could take like 5 minutes, whereas before, the first time you do it, obviously it's going to take 10, 15 minutes and you lose your times. You don't know how to organize the ideas and things like that. So, yeah. So, even though it sounds like Talal just went through the course and he didn't get the feedback, which is true. He was writing a lot of essays and he was using the C2 template, so it's not just a case of buying the course and sitting there and watching tutorials. It's a case of
not at all.
Doing work.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You have to do it.
So true. Okay, then. Well, thank you very much, Talal. Do you have anything else that you would like to add before we finish?
Oh, well, I think, how about if you just, there's a part where I should say, I maybe asked you quite a time back, you don't have anything regarding speaking, right?
We do offer speaking feedback with Daphne. Did you use that?
No, I didn't use that, no.
Oh, okay. We also have the speaking confidence course with some techniques in that. But did you use that?
No, I didn't use that. I just used the complete package that you had on your course.
On the writing?
No, on everything.
Oh, okay.
That cost us maybe $220. I think that's
the
complete package.
Uh-huh.
I just took that. So whatever was available on that, I think the speaking section had you were talking about how to speak, how to be confident, and how to be coherent and cohesive. So,
was that helpful for you?
Oh yes, that was really helpful. I mean, the first thing is how to face those questions. Like if you just say that, okay, I can speak, and you just sit there, there are gonna be a lot of problems.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad that the speaking confidence course was also useful for you. And when are you planning to send in your application? And when do you have a timeline when you expect to be in Canada?
Well, actually, I was just since it's Corona period right now, so you can't say like when you might land over there. But I'm clear with IELTS for now, and I'm just getting done with my accreditation of my degrees. So when that happens, then I'll go for the application, and let's hope for the best.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, Talal. Well, thank you very much.
Glad to speak with you, Mr.
Thanks for listening to IELTSPodcast.com.